It is July 1st, and I'm freaking out like it's July 29th or something.
Listen to this, see if it like revives me or something. Hi, my name is Carrie, and I'm writing a sci-fi. Okay, so I don't even know what day it is. It's Saturday. Hold on, I'm about to guess. June the 27th. My husband and I might have gone to Hobby Lobby, and we might, maybe it's possible, have spent a little bit too much money. But I have an artistic vision for some bookmarks that I want to make. So basically right now I'm digging through my little craft box to find other supplies. I don't know, I'm pretty artsy fartsy. I used to have a little business as a kid where I'd make and sell jewelry and like stationery. None of it was very good. I had a good time with it. I liked it a lot, so that's what I did. Like for example, I made this. And I'm thinking I can actually demonstrate to you the artistic vision for the bookmark. So like I'm thinking of making something along these lines for the inside of the book, but then on the outside it's gonna have like a cute charmed beaded tassel type situation that dangles off. And so that's the part that comes on the outside of the book. Do you see the vision? Do I have fireworks in here? What would happen if I were to set some of these off in the house? Would my husband freak out? Would it burn the floor? I have hardwoods. I'm sure it would burn the hardwood. Well, good to know I have those. That was organized before I got my hands back in there. I don't know why, but I thought that I needed to film that. Oh, hey, my sisters let some earrings. My sisters stayed for a week, and I keep finding little things that they left behind. It's so sad. But I have a little bag for them of all the things that they left. They left toothpaste behind. Who leaves toothpaste? I don't know what I'm gonna do with these, but these are the colors that I'm looking at. I didn't match any of my beads to the floss, and I'm realizing that now, but that's fine. It's not a problem. Okay, we've got this is not elastic. I don't need it to be elastic. So we'll see. This is like fishing line, which is a pain in the booty cheek to tie. So we'll see how I tackle that. I don't really know. I did buy jump rings. So these are like embellished. Look how cute. But I got these plastic ones. They were the first ones I saw. Yeah. I don't know, we're going off vibes and like guesses right now. I already have these guys, which I think I have them in all kinds of sizes. I think if I need some that are smaller, I'm in good shape. Then we have the charms. So I'm going for like, well, you'll see, like lost treasure vibes, okay? I got some compasses and some keys, okay? But we're also going medieval whimsy. I can go in both directions if I want. I found this bead mix. Let me show you the back actually. They're leaves. And for less than $10, I thought it was very worth it. It was also on sale. I think that was a good decision on my part. I have shells that I've collected over the years that have holes in them. And I also have now some of these. I bought some rocks. My husband decided that when I was purchasing these rocks, that it was a good time to let me know that he can just drill holes in rocks. Yeah, we had a conversation about honesty and like how in a marriage you shouldn't keep secrets. It's all good now. He's been forgiven, but I have like at least 200 rocks for him to drill holes in now. And then we have a handful of the whimsy. Ooh, pretty sparkly. Things really got out of hand, and I'm just gonna show you what they look like, okay? Got like some statement pieces, and look how cute. Some moss agate, some not pricey beads, some very cheap beads. Oops, well, that's okay. We got that. See the vision? It's okay if you don't. I'm ready to try and craft now. I'm scared. I'm set. I'm so set, and I have buttons. This is gonna be so great. I don't know if we're writing it all this weekend. Yesterday we did not, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. It is about 1:20 on Sunday, June the 28th. I am so close to being done with Paradise Lost. Let me show you how many pages I have. I think I'm gonna try and finish it tomorrow is the plan. We are so close. I went ahead and did my reading for the day. I'm feeling good about that. Yesterday, I did not write anything, but I did read a lot yesterday. This is where we're at. Look at how cute my bookmarks are. I read about 40% of this book, Ashes of Man. The trauma is real. I'm okay. I'm dealing with it. This book had me smacking my head against the book, kind of like, which is extra dramatic. I'm having a really good time though. We are almost done with this guy. You can see that's how close we are to the end. And you can see the bookmark that I made yesterday because I was feeling crafty. And so I made 2 little bookmarks. Here's another one. Very fairy. It was a lot of fun. Anyhow, I don't love how this piece turned out. I was trying to remember how to use a certain bracelet technique and I just could not. Like, I got it in some areas and then in most areas I failed miserably. But other than that, these are fabulous. I love. This is my new favorite bookmark. It's like a little charm. How cute. So that's how yesterday went, and no writing happened. I told my writers group this morning, please hold me accountable today because I need to write, because I didn't write anything for the past 2 days. Last time I logged anything was the 25th. What does this mean? Oh no. Oh my God. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to set the word goal for 1,000 today and we'll see how things go. I don't know. Let's see. Where are we in the draft? We are still in chapter 33, but I think we are coming to the end of it. Yeah, I think I have like 1 or 2 more scenes to write because I've added a pretty big plot point and now I'm trying to make it work. I don't know. I maybe need to revisit my outline and see if I can move the tail end of this to the front of another chapter. I think I can. I think I definitely can. No, but I really like the way that I gotta revisit the outline, see how I want to end this. Also, I have a mess. I want to show it to you. Okay, that's the mess. I've got to put the craft box away. And I have 2 new besties to find a home for. So that's going to happen. Anyway, at this point, I'm just rambling. I'm tired. I should not let how I'm feeling dictate how my day goes. Okay? Okay, hi. It's about 8 o'clock and I am in the middle. Well, not in the middle. Just started. Actually, I'm in like the first 2 pages of chapter 34. I have notes. Oh no, I'm like 3 pages in. Good for me. I have my notes here. Yay. So I did that before I started writing. I'm still a little like directionless with this chapter, so I'm gonna see if I can like get a little bit more specific. I had like the beginning of it pretty clear, so I was just gonna at least start with that and then go from there, because I think it's like a 2-part situation ish. Like if I think about it that way, like you start in one place, we end the chapter in the different place. I've started also kind of listening to some songs that I think suit my novel, so as they're coming up I'm writing them down, and if I feel like they might associate with a chapter or a scene, I'm kind of jotting that down as I go, because I want to have a chapter by chapter playlist. So if nothing else, just to scratch my own creative itch and have fun with the world in that way. So I'm so not sure how this is gonna go. I think I like what I have so far. The last couple paragraphs of chapter 33 I felt like were really good. So, but I'm gonna get cracking. Hi! Okay, you might be able to hear a new sound in my noisy apartment, and that is a temporary AC unit. It's like 95 degrees Anyway, today is Monday, June 29th. It's around 1 o'clock. I am happy to report that I have finished Paradise Lost. Obviously, I gave it 5 stars. If that was a question or a shock to anybody, I'm so sorry. 5-star read for me. I loved it. Genuinely, one of the best things I've read in a long time. One of my favorite things that I've read in a long time as far as classics go. I have a bad track record with classics, where I feel like I read several books that are like really good and apparently really good. Like The Sun Also Rises by Hemingway. Didn't enjoy it. Don't enjoy The Great Gatsby. Like some really good books that I'm just like, eh. My personal enjoyment with them is low, but my personal enjoyment with Paradise Lost was like out of the park. So among other things, it is a 5-star read for me. A new mammoth. A new beast to conquer. Honestly, looking at this, I have no doubt in my mind that it takes me into August. I don't want to. I want to finish East of Eden in July, but who knows? I might not be able to, because you want to see, like, just the margins are small. Every page is full like this, and it's just going to take more out of me. They economize the paper in this book. Now, I already know that I like Steinbeck. I like his writing style. I dipped my toe in the water with Steinbeck by reading The Red Pony, which was a really short little book, and I did really enjoy it. So I know Steinbeck. I'm not afraid of Steinbeck as a writer. I'm afraid of the volume. Big book. I am feeling encouraged because I feel like there's a little bit of intimidation with Paradise Lost too. I did feel a little lost in the weeds, but maybe once or twice out of the whole thing. And it wasn't anything that where I ended up feeling like I had missed something important or that I had lost the plot or the comprehension of the story overall. So like I am going into this a little bit encouraged that if I can tackle Paradise Lost pretty much on my own, like I had put in my reading curriculum all these like opportunities and reminders to look at extra material. I didn't do any of that. Not just because I felt like I didn't need to, but mostly just because like the time commitment of me like tracking down those things and trying to get into them was like, you know, that doesn't mean I won't. It just means that I didn't. So the fact that I didn't feel the need for it in order to finish the book, I can handle Steinbeck. I'll be fine. I just need to pony up. You know what I mean? That's the reading update. Possibly I finish the Crimson campaign soon. It's likely that I will finish it soon. Anyhow, I did go ahead and order the 3rd book. I think it's called The Autumn Republic. So that should hopefully be coming in the mail soon. Fingers crossed it comes before this weekend. That would be incredible. That's the reading update. The writing update, I have not counted my words. And TBD on that because I did write a lot yesterday. I also putzed around and started looking at songs for a chapter by chapter playlist. When I sit down to write when I get back from the grocery store, I will tally the numbers and let you guys know. But the plan today is to go to the store. It's been a pretty big day. I'm feeling up for it. So we're going to tackle the grocery store before I crash and burn. Oh, hi. So you may know, I've alluded to this just a little bit, that the AC in my apartment is done. It's 77 degrees allegedly. It's pretty warm, save for the lovely AC unit that you can probably hear behind me. Very blessed that the landlord was willing to provide such a thing on such short notice so that we don't die of heat stroke given it's like 100 degrees outside. I went grocery shopping. I got me a treat. These coconut almonds from Aldi are like the best little treat. I love them so much. And they don't feel like eating candy, but they are totally candy. They are 160 calories for 7 of them. So like this isn't like an unsalted almond by any means, but I feel like I'm eating unsalted almonds. Yesterday, I ended up writing, here's the tally you've been waiting for. Yesterday, I ended up writing 2,320 words. Did I say that right? 2,320 words? Yes, I did. Okay, yeah, so that's what happened yesterday. And today I finished reading Paradise Lost. I am feeling all around very accomplished. I'm sitting down. I did watch some YouTube because of course, but put away the groceries, all that good stuff. I'm going to sit. I did sit down. I am sitting down and I am setting the word count goal again today for 1,000 words because apparently I can hit that. We're going to keep going. I forgot where I was. I forgot where I left off yesterday completely. Think I'm in Ghost's POV. still? We're gonna find out. Anyway. What up, party people? I don't know why that cracked me up just now. I don't know, I guess it's comical to say what up, party people, when I'm definitely not feeling like a party or a person. So it is around 11:20 and I've been awake. I just haven't done anything. I read Crimson Campaign. I signed for a package. It's been a slow morning. I made some coffee. Or wake my face up and get on with the day. As much as I would rather just stay cozy, it's not an option, so. Well, it is an option, it's just I'm not choosing that option. So today, the heat is supposed to be 95. So the mission today is to keep the house as cool as possible for as long as possible. So that means the windows are closed, minimal going in and out. It's pretty funny. Run the fans, run the AC, keep the air circulating, all that good stuff. It's not that hard to do. It's just, you gotta be mindful of it. Yesterday I did 2 face masks. I'm gonna show you which ones I did because my yucky fin. My skin feels amazing right now as I'm putting on my morning skincare. I'm feeling my skin texture. It's very smooth. The mask I did was the salicylic acid mask from The Ordinary. I don't know what this really is, but it's a ground rice and honey glow mask. So I did this first and then I did this. This one feels really nice on the skin. This definitely I don't do very often because I think it is like honestly a more serious treatment. Things are calm. Like I thought that perhaps I'd end up with a breakout kind of around my mouth and it is not there anymore. So anyway, that was information that you are very happy to have now, I'm sure. But I'm feeling accomplished with my face masks. Okay, let me have this. Yesterday, I only wrote 975 words. It felt like more. Part of that had to do with the fact that I realized that when I was going through that chapter, I recognized it's comprised of like 3 main events as of now. And I realized that this one needed to go here. And then that there was one that also, there was like more. Anyway, I had to rearrange some things and add, and I was like, oh. But I really like the state of it right now. It was hitting as like a filler chapter at first, and I was like, well, no. And then I realized that what I was thinking when I was making my notes, I remembered what I wanted to do. It got done, and it's the way I like it. It felt like way more than just 900 words, but still. It's pretty close to my goal. I was happy with it, honestly. I stopped writing at around 10 p.m. and that was after whatever else me and my husband were up to. Skincare is done. I don't think I want to put anything else on my skin. I think I just want it to breathe. But I will put on my eyebrows. Today will be like probably some final touches on that chapter, and then I'll be moving into chapter 35, 34. This weekend is 4th of July. It is. I'm excited. I am unprepared. It's gonna be an eventful weekend, to say the least. I'm not fully sure what I need to do to prepare. Today is June 30th, last day of June 2026. That feels crazy. The status is that we are halfway through. Through Act 3. Like, I genuinely think that we will be done with Act 3 and done with the draft by July. Like, in the middle of July, maybe end of July, I don't know. If I can hit it harder than I've been hitting it, we can be done sooner. Just as long as we're done with draft 2 before August, I'm happy. That feels like a good timeline. Kind of exciting because this July, the end of this July, will be coming up on an anniversary of the channel, like a 1-year mark, and I'm pretty excited about that actually, because it's kind of insane how much growth and how much progress has happened in that amount of time. It's just crazy what happens when you commit and you apply yourself and you start keeping track of the little wins, the things that you accomplish throughout a year. It's like, oh, no, actually, like if I look back, a lot has happened. I kind of love that. This channel, I love that about anally keeping track of things like word count, time spent writing, like all that good stuff, is we're legit tracking time and not letting things just go off into the void. So a lot has happened. there's so much more that will happen. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but it's good to mark time. I just decided that now is a good time for a coffee refill and something to eat. We're hitting like the hot point in the day, so it's still relatively cool down here. So I'm thinking things are gonna be fine. So, okay, we are done with chapter 34. I'm gonna start chapter 35. I did a read through, cleaned it up a little, finished it off, I guess. It needed a facelift at the end, so I've worked on that, and then, you know, now we're here and I'm hungry. What could I tell you about it? Oh. Now that I'm looking for music to like add to a soundtrack, it's really funny. Like, I can't find any good songs for the action sequences. Like, that's extremely hard. And I think that it's just hard because I'm having a difficult time finding like a motif that I like in those songs that have that edgy feel, but they're not like trying too hard to be epic battle music. You know what I mean? But I'm finding a lot of like everything else in between. I'm finding some strong contenders. And basically I'm just like, I'm using Spotify radio, not the DJ, not the AI, no. I'm just going and finding tracks that I like, sorting through similar tracks, and then from there finding songs that are that same vibe. But I need some better fight music. Anyway, let me know if that's an issue that you also have, if you need like fight music. But like it doesn't need to be corny, and it can't be music from scores of movies like Lord of the Rings and Pirates of the Caribbean. It can't be like movie soundtracks that I know. I can do some video game soundtracks from Assassin's Creed specifically, mostly because I've never fully played the game. I just love the vibe, but like I never got around to playing it. So I can get away with some of that music because I don't have an iconic piece of media to attach it to, and so it just exists as like a really strong score. It's not activating the storyline, which is what I can't have. Like, I can't be listening to How to Train Your Dragon soundtracks while I'm writing my book, because then I'll be like, oh my gosh, How to Train Your Dragon vibes. It's too iconic. Here's something I need to brag about. If you take Lord of the Rings music from the original trilogy, The Hobbit, and shuffle it with music from the Rings of Power, I can tell the difference. I don't know every song that was ever put in those 6 movies. I don't know every song by name. I couldn't probably tell you like all the tunes that exist. So like, I definitely don't have the score memorized. Let's put it that way. I can tell the difference, like straight up. I'm like, oh, that's Lord of the Rings. That's not Lord of the Rings. And you know what else? I also can't do Outlander soundtrack because that is also too iconic. I need action movie music to sort through to find what fits the vibe and tone of my book and my action sequences, but it can't be too iconic, or else I will not think about my book. I will think about the other piece of media. Do you see the problem? Okay, so I'm scrolling through a bunch of indie composers and composers I've never heard of. It's a whole mess. I'm having a great time, but it is consuming more of my time than I thought it would. I am definitely willing to let it take over my life in a way. So that's the situation. Look at how beautiful. Okay, that's the situation. I do have some strong contenders. Pita chips, coffee, lunch. That's the vibe. Okay, the aircon is off, so I just finished reading the first little tab for East of Eden. I'm heartbroken kind of already, so that's great for me. I've read through to chapter 4. Anyway, we'll see. I'm still kind of figuring it out. Part of the reason that I'm like on that train of thought is because I have read The Red Pony before, and I'm really glad that I did, because it has given me a sense for how he writes, what he writes for, what he writes about. And there are a lot of similarities just in how Steinbeck writes people that I'm very curious about. I'll give you the writing update. So it's like 30 minutes later. In other news, I finished the Crimson campaign last night at like 1 a.m. It was amazing. I had a great time. I haven't been up that late finishing a book in a hot minute, so that was great. It was very whimsical of me. So we're gonna start the Autumn Republic. Probably not today, but soon. Yeah, it's July 1st, so I'm sitting down. I'm going to rewrite my goals for the month. Yeah, this is gonna be a really rough month. It's gonna be so bittersweet. Okay, I just need to focus. The word count yesterday ended up being 1,138 words. So I met my goal, which is great. We are kind of in the beginning of chapter 35. Yeah, no, heavy middle of chapter 35. We'll see how things carry on today. I'm hopefully gonna get to chapter 36 today. That would be cool. The pace is picked up a little bit, so we'll see how far I get. The goal this month, I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you, is to have draft 2 finished by the end of July. So I've mentioned that I think a couple times in a few other clips, but like officially, this draft will be done before August. Okay, I think I can do it. I don't think there's any reason I cannot accomplish that goal. But yeah, that's exciting, isn't it? I'm trying not to think about August at all. Oh my Lord. Yeah, this is gonna be a big month, but I'm very excited for the 4th. Very excited for what we have coming up. I'm just trying to ignore the sense of dread. We're not talking about it. I might have to split chapter 35 up. There's some beautiful symmetry with the way that I have this chapter laid out, but it is freaking long. So the funny little thing that keeps happening to me is my chapters are too freaking long. I need a soulless corporate job. One that doesn't require my heart and soul, just my time and my sanity. That's really depressing.
Okay, we have no update. I had lunch, but we're here now. So, I don't know why I'm scared. I just am. I'm feeling the pressure. It is literally, it is July 1st, and I'm freaking out like it's July 29th or something. Relax. Also, my YouTube history is showing me songs that I not songs, but like videos that I definitely didn't watch. I don't know what it's doing in my history, but there's like 4 or 5 in here that I didn't watch. Trying to get into the flow.
It's 3:25. I'm about 800 words deep. I have stopped a couple times to switch laundry and things like that, but we're still chugging along. Today is a high anxiety day, so we'll see. I don't know how much further I'm gonna get. I did get myself some chai tea, and so that's in my little mug over here. Yay. Because I'm so uptight right now, some of this intense music is not helping. Which has never happened to me before, but it's like, I feel like I need to listen to something like Enya, which I think is what I'm going to do because I'm listening to like what keeps playing. Some Resident Evil soundtracks just keep coming through and I don't know. It's just not mixing with the mental state right now. So I need to switch it up. And that's kind of funny because that doesn't happen to me before, but I am feeling that. So I'm going to switch to something a little bit more calming. Listen to this, see if it like revives me or something. And keep going. It's going to be a little weird because there's about to be a battle scene-ish, kind of. There's going to be a tussle. We're going to be listening to Caribbean Blue, probably, while that's going on. So...
just finished chapter 35. Just double check to make sure the timeline is correct, and it is correct. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. I'm gonna put away some laundry and stuff. Then I'm gonna come back and start chapter 36. But it's like 5 o'clock, so soon dinner will get on the road and I will have my husband to hang out with. So I don't know how many words that was. It felt like a lot, but it's been feeling like a lot recently. So like in a good way, it's just felt like a lot. I'm feeling a little bit better now that I've like locked in and gotten something accomplished. I think I still have another chapter in me. So anyway, I'm gonna do that stuff and then come back and plan chapter 36, which will probably mostly be new material because draft 1 version of this chapter in particular is not great. It's fine, but it's not great, and I don't think it follows exactly what we're trying to get it to follow. So I'm gonna fix it, and that requires some new material.
The candle tripod stack is so sketchy. Editing Carrie loves her life. Okay, what's up? My husband's right there. You can't see him. It's July 2nd, and it's July 2nd. So I'm going to write, and it's like 4, but we're going to write today, and then probably not tomorrow, probably not Saturday, probably not Sunday, because we're embarking on 4th of July weekend. So I feel like there was something I wanted to say, but now I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure it's just that we're finishing chapter 26, and then that's it. I feel like I had written way more than 2 pages of this chapter yesterday, but also my word count yesterday was 2,843 words. So, okay, that's all.
Okay, I'm being quiet because it's bedtime, but I wrote 748 words. I went through and kind of edited what I wrote previously in this chapter and then added 700 words. So I've only been working at it for about 2 hours, maybe just today. We went to my in-laws for dinner, so I didn't really like work on it that solidly at all today. But tomorrow we're leaving for the family lake house and we're gonna spend the 4th, and it's gonna be really great. If it's the end of a vlog, thank you so much for watching. The progress has been really good this week. I'll have to reflect. I don't know how many chapters we wrote this week, but we made some pretty significant progress. I've written several words, a lot of words. So I'm proud. Those are the words for the day, possibly the